Yo, what's up? You already know what time it is for my people, Yeah, yeah. It's time to get up. Everybody else going to bed and we rise. And some more insomniatic stuff. You feel me? A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff we ain't even gonna get all in this episode. But trust me, there will be more. There will be more. But you know, I always have to bring along somebody who gonna help it flow, because these are the people I already conversate with about these topics, and that's what makes it what it is, which is me and my people, of course. So all us together make this thing insomniatic. Shout out to my bro Jay McCain. What's happening?
What's going on, Insomniatic Nation? What's good?
Shit, chilling, man. That's what I'm doing.
So at the side note, I was just getting some information about one of the things that we were talking about.
I understand that. Yeah, man. Well, I said we was gonna start out one way, but I want to start out a different way because there's a lot of us out here that are parents, So to my
Yes, sir.
all of my parents on both sides of the spectrum, mothers and fathers, I would like to know your response to this. So please put it in the comment section. Why do women have active fathers on child support? Active. Like we know about that. But like for active fathers, what is the not only the benefit, but what's the purpose? And I'll let you go from there. I have my opinions about it, but I'll let you go ahead and chime in. Like I said, I wish I had a female perspective on this. I do.
Forgive me, all my loved ones. Forgive me. The dick was good. Let me stop. I'm silly like that, so I had to throw a little joke in like that. But really, when we were kind of like gathering our thoughts about these conversations, there's multiple reasons behind that to me, and I will say that I'm one person where I really didn't have to deal with that all the way. But at the same time, I mean, man, when it comes to a kid, like I just feel like a lot of people ain't prepared for when it actually happens. So the emotions get tied into it. That whole like love-hate relationship thing get tied into it. Yeah. But go ahead.
I just said absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like it's just one of the situations where it's like we don't look at the child as necessarily being a human being anymore. We look at it as being a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
And it's like I couldn't get him to do what I want him to do, so I can use my child to get him to do what I want him to do. And that's vice versa, because it's not. And ladies, I don't want to just make it seem like y'all the person out here that's just being the fucking asshole in a relationship. No, it's dudes out here the same way. There's some women out here that's doing what they supposed to be doing, and dudes ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. And a woman taking care of their kid, and dudes find a way to putting them on child support. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
But no, at the same time, I know it's a bigger majority when it comes to active fathers that's getting put on child support.
Yeah.
And when I say active father, I don't necessarily look at it as just being like, is he financially stable for the child? Sometimes it ain't just about the financial stability of him. Sometimes it's the emotional.
Everything.
Sometimes it's the fact. Yeah, it's everything that's tied into that.
Yeah, everybody has ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Like the mothers don't never just be on top forever. So why the fathers gotta be? I think it's just a lot of stuff. Everybody's plate gonna be different. Just like the father's responsibilities are different. As far as the approach to the world, he got to go out here and fight a rougher battle. I know a lot of people don't believe that these days, but at the end of the day, at least how it was organized and structured in the beginning, it was that everybody had understanding. The father had the weight of the world on his shoulder. He had to go out and make everything for us be what it is, and come back and bring home the bacon. our whole world is shaped off of that. So I don't know, man. I feel like that, you know, really, like you said earlier, it's got to be something more along the lines of either a way she feels about it within herself deeply, you know, like that she just ain't having a conversation with him about, or, you know,
communication is key.
Or she just want that stability financially without having to worry, you know. Like, she banking on that shit now, just like add that to her job. Like, can't knock the hustle, can't knock her. She's trying to make her household, you know, succeed or whatever. I get it, I guess. I'm doing the same thing though on my side.
I guess for me, if I can throw this out there, whenever I was about to have my first kid, and my wife now, she was my girlfriend at the time, but she's my wife now. She had a miscarriage. But I still remember this today. It let me know how the system looked at me as a man. Because we actually went to the clinic and, you know, said, hey, you know, it's my first kid. Like, I ain't had no damn insurance and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm about to have a kid. So we go to the clinic. Lady pull out these pamphlets. Excuse me. Pamphlets pull out, and it says, if he's not gonna be in your life, this is how you can get him on child support. This is how you can do this, and this is how you can do that. She literally asked me. She said, "Are you working?" I said, "Yes." "Do you plan on working?" I said, "Yes."
The hell kind of question is that?
Do you plan on being on a child's life? I said, "Yeah, it's my kid." "Okay, well, we can still get these pamphlets to her, let her know that if you're not around, this is how she can basically take care of you." And I was just like, that opened my eyes up to being like, oh, this is a real thing. But, you know, here's the thing though. This is where I kind of have to defend the women out here. It's some shitty ass niggas that done put us in that position.
Yeah, it is. I'm talking about you hear some horror stories and be like, how you even met this guy? You know, like, why?
Exactly.
Cause like there'll be a certain guy to women behind closed doors, and they'll go around their boys and then they'll pretend like they're a whole nother way, and the niggas will believe they facade and respect them and be like, you know, oh, that's my boy, such and such, woo, woo, woo. But really, who he really is who he being behind closed doors. The old girl, you know, and he might be smacking her up. You never know. Like, I ain't on that type of time, bro. I ain't smacking no chicks up ever. You ain't gotta worry about that for me. If I gotta do all that, you already too expensive. You got to go. But, you know, I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, man, it be like that though. I mean, it's all kind of different situations like that, but it's all too familiar. Because I think we all have dealt with it. I don't care if like you did now, or you talking about like when we were coming up as kids, like we all knew, we all had that. And this is not me singing, like we all like had that like one cousin or that one aunt that was like, what they going through, and it's like, I don't understand. And it's like, now you understand it more when you actually hear it as an adult. But it's like, damn, that's the very thing that we talking about right now.
Yeah.
But like you say, I just feel like a lot of times the kid get brought up into it as a bargaining chip, and the child is not a bargaining chip. No child has asked to be here on this planet.
Yeah.
Ain't one child was born and it was like, thank you for giving me birth.
But I will say this. So, in defense of women folk, because you know, I have custody of my oldest or whatever, so I don't have that type of arrangement with his mom as far as child support. But like, as far as my daughter goes, like the type of the way I set my child support up, it's like before I even get paid, they already done took out what is, you know, it's called an allotted for her. So I make sure that's set up to automatically go to her, you know what I mean, before I even, so I don't miss it, you know. Go ahead and boom, boom, boom. I kind of don't have nothing against that, you know what I mean. I kind of like it, I kind of prefer it. I think that because I know at the end of the day, it ain't something I have to focus on doing. It's automatic and it's benefiting my seed. You feel me? So, like,
you know, the only problem I have with that though.
What's that?
Only problem I have with that is not in your situation, but the man that has a situation where the woman ain't doing right by the child, and she getting the money straight up, and it's being allotted from you, but it ain't going to the actual kid. Because I've seen so many situations was like, oh yeah, I used that money because I had to go get my nails done. It's like, huh? And it's like, oh, I gotta keep myself up too. Don't she gotta keep up? Like, wait a minute. You do realize when you put a man on child support, his obligations is no longer to take care of you.
Right.
It's to take care of the child.
But you know, that's someone that I miss you being that person to me that you used to be type shit. You feel me?
Hey, if that went out the window.
Yeah,
that went out the window.
But it ain't for us to know. As guys, man, especially when it's done for real, we already know. But sometimes it be like, you don't even think so, and then you might see a flash or something and be like, I don't know, maybe I was right. You know, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It ain't something I want to get into, especially by myself. Like, it ain't like that. Trust me. But
no.
It's possibilities all out there, everywhere.
It was just a question that we brought up.
Yeah. But look.
And we want to get feedback.
Feedback in the comment section. Like I said, I definitely wish that I had a female perspective, a mother that's actually, you know, doing this, you know, so that it can be a neutral conversation, because it's not like just coming down on the decision. It's just like, what do we think from our perspective? You know what I mean? And if you could say the same for what you feel like is your perspective, then it'll be more full circle. But anyway, we're gonna jump to the next subject, because bro, did you see that 40-yard dash, bro? From my boy Xavier Worthy out of Texas. Yes, sir. Man, listen, what was it, 4.21 official time? They thought it was 4.22 until they went back and looked at it. And they thought he tied the record, but he beat it by 0.01 seconds.
Would have beat. Give me 1 second.
That joker was gone. Give it up for that guy, by the way.
Which would have been actually 7 years ago. Not exactly 7 years ago, but I think that would have been, it's like 6 years ago, but it's more, let's go ahead and say 7 years ago, which he beat John Ross's 40-yard dash out of the University of Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
Word, John
Ross, wide receiver out of the University of Washington. Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Like I told you, and I mean what I said when I said this.
What's that?
That is a wonderful accomplishment. I don't want it to be his only accomplishment. Because I feel like we didn't see things like this. It was like, oh man, this dude just beat the 40-yard dash. It was like, he's super, super fast. And all of a sudden, it was like, yeah, that's all he was. He was super, super fast to get off a team too.
Hey, look, he ran out the stadium and kept running. His whole career, he ran away from his,
shit.
Yeah, he ran away from his career.
Exactly. But hey, shout out to him, because that was, yes, like you said, that was a feat.
Yeah, Xavier
definitely was a feat.
Xavier Worthy.
Yes, sir, from University of Texas.
University of Texas. Right up the street.
Go Longhorns. What they think is Hug 'em Horns or whatever it is.
Something like that. Don't get me to doing it wrong, but you know.
Well, I have to say shout out to my father-in-law Harry McFadden, because he's a big Texas fan. So shout out to him.
I've been rocking with Texas ever since Vince Young. You know, I still feel like that. It was a monster on the other side too. You know, definitely.
Reggie
was hard to go against now. Oh my God! If you think about it, he arguably the best college football player of all time that I ever seen him personally.
Man, that is a very good conversation, but that'll be for another day. Because I got a couple of names I can throw out there on that one.
I want to hear one of them shits.
Hey, if you say Reggie Bush, right?
Reggie electrifying, the most electrifying fucking, just arguably the greatest college football player of all time. Especially if he get his Heisman Trophy back.
Hey, Johnny Manziel said he need to get it back.
Yeah, I think I'm glad he's bringing it up. You know, making a conversation about it, because if it's a possibility, hell yeah, come on, man. Everybody that be trying to hurdle players during the game, they got that shit from Reggie Bush, bro. You feel me? Like, he an unsung hero of the generation, man. Reggie Bush was crazy good. He was like on some Barry Sanders of college type shit.
Okay. One name I thought there. Bo Jackson.
Okay. And that's a very good call. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing against that. I guess the difference is, one was power, one was finesse. You know what I'm saying? So they were similar. They were different.
Sanders.
Yeah, they was different, but they dominated. Like you say, like how Barry Sanders was shifty and could change directions, and that's how he dominated. Reggie Bush was electrifying and quick, you know, and hit them holes and stuff. And then, you know, goddamn Bo. He bulled.
Just me looking at the. And I know these opinions are very biased, and yes, Reggie might have been in that thing. And soon as the allegations came out, you know how that shit changes. They'll drop a motherfucker out of it real quick.
Right. But
it was like ESPN's like top 150. They had Jim Brown as number one. College.
Damn.
That's crazy. But I will say, in my opinion, Jim Brown is like the greatest running back of all time. In my opinion. Because I think about the stats that he put up in shorter seasons. And I understand that the NFL was somewhat different then, but I also understand that the NFL was more violent when he was playing too.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with any of those circumstances, I should say, because at the end of the day, like everybody game that they saw when they came to play, whether it was Reggie, whether it was Jim Brown, it was because of just how, you know, where that shit was at in time, you know. So,
and you know what? We can have that conversation another day, but that rolls us into our next conversation, because you said the time and the challenges of what's going on in the sports world.
Yeah.
LeBron dropping 40K.
40K. Who they were playing in Denver and lost the game.
All right, hey, I made that joke to you, and I gotta say that as a Lakers fan, LeBron has made history as a Laker on a lot of nights, but them shits come as fucking losses.
This is true though.
My boy be goddamn doing his thing, but they be losing, and it's just like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like those underlying stats is just like, hey, you know, LeBron made 40K tonight, but the Lakers were under 500 tonight too.
It's like LeBron dropped 90 tonight, but it was lost though.
Like, yes, good job. But yeah, hey, shout out to LeBron. He got 40K. Got to give it to him.
Yes,
he did his thing. That man has surpassed what anybody ever could think of him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna act like he ain't on bull shark steroids to have him still playing like he is right now. Because I ain't never seen no man whose tape line grow from game to game and disappear from game to game. I ain't never seen that before.
Man, but look, I don't know, bro. That comeback they had the other night, who that shit was against? Was it Phoenix? It was somebody.
No, I mean they didn't really have. Yeah, they did have a comeback against Phoenix, and they ended up pulling that game out.
The way that LeBron played in that game right there, if he played like that on a consistent basis, bro, I could end up understanding and entertaining the thought of having him in the GOAT conversation then, because he balled, bro. That nigga hit a lot of 3-pointers to come back. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the earlier LeBron, he wasn't a 3-point shooter that much. Like, he more found his shot in his later years, but he also had more of a killer instinct. If you look at the dunk on Paul George this year, you know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron more aggressive now as an older player too, to me. And
I mean, kind of had to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to change the game around. The thing I guess the one thing that I would give, like, I would say LeBron, and I compare it to like a D Wade, and I'm using just D Wade as an example. I'm not comparing to him on the legacy of his career. LeBron found a way of evolving his game to which it kept him safe from getting injured. You know what I'm saying? Now, still, LeBron would still be dunking over motherfuckers, but LeBron be dunking over motherfuckers when, like, that shit is open. He ain't just like fully charging in, you know, the inside like he used to. Now, sometimes he get caught to a point where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna try it, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like young LeBron, like just, oh, it's 3 motherfuckers I need to go, I'm just gonna slam on them. No. But like I said, he evolved his game to a place to keep his body safe. Compared to when I think about a D Wade, like D Wade was still trying to just yam on motherfuckers. Like, dude, you got bad knees. Stop. You need to stop that.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I'm still yam on them. They say, you know, boom, D Wade's out for so and so.
Yeah.
And it's just like certain players. That's one thing I would give LeBron his credit for. He graces himself with like knowing how to keep his body healthy.
Yeah. But you know,
and I think that's. Oh, go ahead.
Some people don't know but to play one way, like D Wade. Even back in Marquette, like D Wade was, you know,
yamming, just yamming on people.
Balls to the wall, 100% go. Coming through, doing the unthinkable, you know. No matter how much time on the clock. So I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, Dallas coming out the West. Dallas coming out the West, baby.
I hear you.
Luka
gonna be a Laker before he come out the West.
Nah. Never. He
okay.
never.
All right. You say that. Okay.
He never gonna.
So let's say 2 years from now, Luka join LA. You gonna still be a Mavericks fan?
I was a Mavericks fan before Luka.
It don't matter because you had Dirk. But I'm just saying though.
Shit.
You gonna be a Mavericks fan?
I left Chicago and came to Dallas. You see what I'm saying?
They're gonna trade Luka for Draymond Green.
I'll go down there my damn self. I'm right up the street.
Y'all motherfuckers out here tripping.
I'll go find Mark Cuban my damn self.
You been on Shark Tank too long.
What you doing, man? Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, on the side note, we gotta run this real quick. It's just a little thing me and Cuz been going with the little flow that we've been seeing on certain things. So,
what's up, Cuz?
Your month, your fast food.
Huh.
I'm gonna run it to you. I'll see how you feel about it. All right, my January people. Your fast food restaurant is Chipotle. Y'all have given gas to people.
Hey, we gotta give it up for Chipotle. I fuck with it.
February, your fast food is Arby's.
I fuck with Arby's.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
March. I don't know how this is really fast food, but March is Baskin Robbins.
Nah, hell, you gonna have
That's
it ice
what I
cream
said. I
way.
don't really know how that's fast food, but okay.
But one time
Shout
for
out.
strawberry cheesecake.
Shout out to you, April,
baby.
Burger King.
Burger King for April, for Aries, that's a bit low. Now y'all know we got higher standards than that. They true.
May is shouting out to Taco Bell.
Oh, they really tripping. The fucking Taurus people ain't going to Taco Bell. Hell, they might.
June. Yet again, I don't know how this is literally considered fast food, but June is Krispy Kreme.
Well, I know some people born in June. Geminis, they gonna take their ass out of the Krispy Kreme.
Alright, bet. In July, we are hitting McDonald's.
What is July? I don't even know what July is. My grandfather was born in July. July 23rd. Yeah,
alright. August. Wendy's.
One time for the Leos. I guess y'all eat some Wendy's. But if you had to base it off when your birthday is, you will never let nobody say he gonna eat Wendy's because you a Leo.
Exactly. September. I was gonna say this again. I don't know how this is fucking fast food. September is IHOP.
Fuck, I don't care what the Virgos get.
October. Man, y'all got me fucked up on this one. Panda Express. I don't fuck with Panda Express.
Panda, I mean, if you in the army and you in like AIT or something, you probably forced to eat Panda. So,
let me tell you something. I ate Panda Express.
Thank you for your service.
I ate Panda Express one time when I was at work for lunch. It tastes like panda knees and ankles out there. Alright. So November we got Subway.
Wait, hold on. I feel you because like Sarku Japan, that shit tastes like low budget Japanese food.
Exactly.
It's not the same.
The motherfuckers had like, you know how you got Build-A-Bear in the mall? They got Build-A-Meal in the mall.
With bear meat,
They got the Bernstein Bears out here serving. Alright. What I say? I said November was Subway. Alright, so we shout out to December. I'm gonna say it again. I don't see how this is fast food, but I guess it is because you can get breakfast items. December is Starbucks.
Oh man, Starbucks.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a little I can't think of what it is, but it was like a little refresher. Had like some kiwi and some star fruit in it. Boy, I was like, well, Star Wars, y'all on point with this. Like, that shit good.
Straight gas, man. Oh yeah, hold on, cuz I see you taking one.
But yeah, that was just our little side show, you know what I'm saying? The little thing we were getting into. Your fast food, your month.
Hell yeah. Yo, I know you heard. These fools shooting at Six Flags, man. What the hell
is going on out here?
Man, cool.
You can't even go to Six Flags. You can earn your flags at Six Flags, but you can't go to Six Flags.
Bang your flag at Six Flags.
What the fuck is going on out here? Yeah. So this happened on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday evening, if I'm not mistaken. Around about, if I'm looking at the reports, right around 8 o'clock. Maybe earlier than that, but I'm thinking it was 8 o'clock. So a group of people got the shooting. They said it literally said it has almost 600 people running and trying to find cover.
Come on.
Here's the thing that's the crazier thing about it. It doesn't really specify that it was like some gang related thing or like a couple of people like actually into a feud with each other. It says the people that were shooting at the police.
Oh wow. This is my thing. This one I don't get, right? So Shout out to Atlanta Six Flags. I believe that's the one it was potentially.
Yes, sir.
But where I'm from, we go to the Six Flags in ATL, and I thought it was like hella metal detectors and shit all through there that you gotta walk through. Straight up.
Only thing I can think about that is I think about the dream bullshit, and when I use dream as the word, I can actually say the bullshit, if you want me to say, that these stores and these places provide you and say, oh, we got top flight security here. And them shits ain't even plugged in. They just make noises to make fucking noises.
Yeah.
Cause like I told you earlier, I ain't a whole bunch of motherfuckers running around with no plastic pistol in that bitch and letting it off.
Nah.
Unless we're not no fools about certain situations either. We looking at it, look, they talking about these teenagers. Where are we at right now? We are in the month of February. I mean, actually in March now when this has happened. So why am I not just think that it might be a teen that had like a summer job out there? Could have been letting these people in. Could have been like, okay, I work here the evening or something. And this is speculation. And don't hold me to this. I'm just saying. But at the same time, how do I know that it's not peak business? So like the security ain't shit around there either.
Yeah.
I guess the bigger question for me is when the fuck happened to us going to a theme park to have fun?
Who gets out the car and be like, I'm gonna grab my pistol? Or
I'm shooting at Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I can't forget this. Don't let me leave this behind. It's like, why? I mean, kids is in here and you know they in here,
And that's literally one of the things that was said about the whole situation was like, when it happened, a lot of times it was more of kids and people that were supervising their kids at the time that was there.
But if those same people knew that they was coming in there with weapons, they probably had weapons in the car. Oh, if I can bring mine too, one of them parents would have struck you dead. One of them parents would have knocked your head off. It'd have been your last day. You were shooting at the police, you'd have been shooting with a parent because they done seen your weapon or something and you a threat. Straight bullet ain't got nobody's name on it. We don't even want to hear about you hitting somebody else's child randomly.
It's crazy, but I'll say this, and people probably battle me on this. You have people that say like, oh, that makes sense. That Six Flags. That wouldn't happen at Disney World. Yeah, because Disney World charging fucking $500, $600 a ticket. So yeah, they got the means to. Let me tell you, you do some shit at Disney World, I'm straight up gonna tell you, they got their own motherfucking like SWAT,
right?
Waiting for some shit like that to pop off. Especially them Florida motherfuckers.
They've
been waiting.
Exactly.
Oh, somebody got a gun.
It's about time.
About time. They black too? Let me stop. Like this in Georgia thing, boy, they'll say, oh, they black too. Oh, they about to learn about Florida Man. That's one thing I love about the show ATL. When they talk about Florida Man, that shit was hilarious. Cause Florida Man is real.
Oh yeah.
Florida Man is real. If y'all don't know about Florida Man, y'all can look it up. People that ain't educated on that shit is hilarious. Look it up. Florida Man is real.
Really real.
But it's the thing I hate about this situation is us. Cause I done seen the pictures. It's us.
What do you mean?
It's us. It's black people. Black people is involved in this.
We so easily manipulated, man. It's like, we smart enough to be doing different, and you hate to hear when it is us, and you don't know what you can do to change the sense of this shit, because there ain't no reason that it is us when it is, you know? Like
exactly.
There's no reason that it's us when you hear about certain shit. But then how you get everybody to stop and shit like that is a whole nother thing. And hell, if you're effective, somebody gonna be coming to your house to pay you a visit. I mean, let's just be real. They really
What are you doing telling my child that they can't be the way? I'm
Not
telling
the
your child
child.
he can't be.
What are you doing telling this generation of people to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's different than you telling not one child, you telling children, you know, or you telling people who about to make a decision on a different type of time than what they capable of thinking. Now they're hesitating, you know, instead of just crashing out, doing something down as consciousness. I think that even if you bring that to people, you risk your potential personal safety. You know what I'm saying? If you was on when you come on the podcast, you say some shit that grab everybody's attention to the point it go viral because everybody want to hear what you got to say. Everybody's listening. Then there's other people who are listening to wait to see what you gonna say, to see what you gonna do with your influence. Because when Boosie got his influence, this what he did with it. Or when, you know, Wayne got his influence, this what he did with it. Or just depending on what level you coming through. They're okay with you doing certain things with your influence, but they're not okay with you doing certain shit with your influence at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
I totally understand what you're saying. I guess I don't want to sound stupid or old-fashioned. When do we get to a point of just we're fucking humans?
Bro, we black. I think we gonna get to that point last. After everybody else get their turn to do it, then we gonna get ours.
But see, that's I guess that's the part that I have the biggest issue with. It's because you, not only my cousin, I look at you as my brother. I don't look at you as just my cousin. I look at you as my motherfucking brother.
I know it.
I would never take your son, your daughter, to a place with me, right? Where I would get into an altercation. Well, I feel like I gotta pull a gun out. Put them in a predicament. Put my family in a predicament. Because I gotta prove a point.
Not to prove a point, but in the same instance, you could be forced to defend them. So it just depends on how that shit
Defending them is totally different than that.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying to you on a straight up note when I say this, unless it's just some shit that's really just going off, fucking Six Flags is not the place where you have to defend yourself.
Hell no.
Disney World is not the fucking place you got to defend yourself. Defending myself is outside of my damn place, and I got a motherfucker that's trying to invade into my space or invade into your child's life and trying to tell them this is something blah blah blah. I should not.
I got a good one. I ain't never bought tickets to defend myself. You don't bought.
That's my point.
Tickets. Ain't gonna get out the car with a weapon. Come on.
With a weapon.
On,
which,
man.
like you said earlier, y'all supposed to have fucking metal detectors for this shit, and y'all supposed to take everything out of motherfucker's pocket.
Yeah,
take the little wand.
Yeah. However, who lives in Atlanta and don't know that the Atlanta Police Department gonna gun you down when you pull out a weapon talking about anything, you know? Shooting at the police, you planning to die. You got a death wish. You do that shit in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? They done kill people who done did less.
what I don't understand, and I understand I'm using two different entities, I'm using two different situations. We in Disney World. I'm just using Disney World as an example. You went through that line, and they had the magic wand, and they was doing this right here to you, bro. They put the fucking stroller to the side, and it was like, we got to go through your stroller because it had metal legs. It was like, oh, the wand that went off. We got to search that. And they go look, and they say, oh, these are snacks, blah blah blah.
But they missed this nigga shit.
They missed the whole fucking gun. It's almost like that thing where they say, oh, they allow certain shit to happen so they can have a distraction in the news, so something else bigger can happen. It almost feels like that sometimes. And I've always been that type of person where I don't try to believe in the whole conspiracy of that. But then at the same time, it's like, that shit make more and more sense every day when you like, they allow something like this to happen so something else can happen.
Oh yeah. I don't put anything.
But that just sounds stupid to me.
I don't. I believe that they would, if there's benefit in it. Do I believe that certain tragedies or things of that nature have been staged throughout time? Certain ones. And it ain't, I ain't even just trying to just, be some type of conspiracy theorist talker or something. Just saying, some things were beneficial to certain groups when they happen, and so you have to at least take a second to potentially account for that fact before you just be like, nah, they free to go. Like, ain't had no dealers, because you talk about generational wealth. Niggas is making decisions and chess moves with stuff that's bigger than just one lifetime, It's wild. And they play a dangerous game for it.
That's crazy to me. And I'm sorry. Like, I don't keep I don't want to, I'm not saying the word right. And sorry, I'm a little tipsy, but reiterate. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. I don't want to keep. Yeah, I don't want to keep basically down into that damn point. But yeah, I get it. But it's still just one of those things where it's like, man, you literally are talking about going to fucking Six Flags and you can't even go enjoy Six Flags. I'm getting shots blown at you.
That's the type of shit you'd be like, who raised you, dog? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, who raised the person that's in here doing this? Where they came from? Why weren't they screened?
600 plus people was running all over the place. So that means there was a possibility that somebody got trampled.
Bro, one thing you can guarantee, it was an innocent little girl in there somewhere in close proximity of this person. And she gonna have a traumatic experience from hearing the weapon go off, seeing everybody's reaction to the weapon, for her day getting ruined, that she had it playing in her mind since she is at that place, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
See, it's crazy that we talk about this. See, my thing is like, okay, so the Kansas City shit was wild as fuck. But the thing that I'm thinking about the Kansas City thing, that shit was way more open. So it was more understanding of like, I can see how that popped off the way it popped off. This, I don't see how that popped off. That is a failure by Six Flags. That is a fucking failure by Six Flags.
Somewhere for sure. But where? You know what I mean? Like, they normally detect shit like that early.
Not if they didn't got to a point where it's just like, I'll say it like this, and I can use this as an example, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna use it as an example. When this world, 2024, this was coming off. They don't even have the CEO there anymore. But this was coming off Power Hungry Disney World. There was rides that we went on that had outside fans Fans weren't on. Why were the fans not on? Wanna know why?
What's that?
Forcing you to buy drinks.
They marketing with the heat.
Forcing you to buy drinks.
That's crazy.
Forcing you to buy water and stuff like that. Had outdoor fans and didn't even have them on. And with the certain ones that they had on, they had them spaced out from one fan to the next, like 3 or 4 fans. So the second and third fan that was in between that shit was off. So it made me just look at the situation like, damn, if they marketing like that, that made me feel like, okay, Six Flags, they ain't making nowhere near the money that Disney making right now.
Right.
But it's like, y'all got that slack on y'all fucking security that y'all just be like, oh, you come on through.
It can't be that. Like I understand what you're saying, but like this in Atlanta, right, where you go through the side gate, the one I recall going through, like the first thing they do is bring you through, like you take everything out your pockets and come through the metal detector. To my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember doing that, like every time. Like going through a metal detector, but hey, somebody they couldn't have went through one to end up with this. So, but hold on, we gonna get off into this next thing. The FTC blocking a deal with Kroger and Albertsons, and I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one because I know you know more about it than me. I'm gonna take another shot real quick, in the cut.
So he said the FTC, so he mean the Federal Trade Commission.
Yes. If you watch,
so they're trying to block a deal from Kroger and Albertsons joining, which basically, if Kroger was to get the deal done, it will make them have about 5,000 stores altogether. And basically, what the FTC is trying to block is they're saying if they allow this merger to come through, that grocery prices would go up. At the same time, Kroger is basically saying, if you're gonna block us, you're not doing nothing but looking out for Walmart, Costco's, and Amazon in the grocery markets. Which I can actually understand, but I also understand too where Kroger's coming from, because it's basically like you're picking on us because you're a union and they're not union.
So if they were, they'd be getting picked on too.
Probably. I guess my biggest issue about the whole thing is Americans haven't had enough with the fucking increase on groceries.
Yeah, inflation.
We don't need no more increases on groceries. Do y'all remember eggs used to be like 79 cents a carton? Eggs were like $3 a carton. Sodas, you get an 8-pack of, here's a funny thing, so you get an 8-pack of Pepsis at Walmart and you'll pay $4.50 for them. Yeah, you have another store where they'll run them on BOGO and it says you save $9 or you save $4.50 on a pack of sodas, which in actuality, if you're buying them at BOGO, you're not really saving $4.50, you're just thinking you're saving $4.50.
Right. That's what most sales papers are. It's like literature to make you think you ain't paying the regular price. They set the cost. Well, they said what they want back from the addition of cost of markup, and then they say, oh, it's on sale for what they want instead of. If it was on sale, that bitch would be challenging what they paid for it at cost. So.
Well, a lot of times what people don't tell you also is whenever they put stuff like that on sale, they get rebates from manufacturing companies. So that's the reason why they put them on sale like that. So when they get these BOGO sales like that, they're getting a rebate from the manufacturer company for buying so much from them.
Wow.
So like again, so if you take a Pepsi and a Coke where they got these sodas going buy one get one free,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's a great deal. It's like Coke's paying them a rebate to be like, hey, thank you for offloading these 10,000 pallets of soda for us. Because either we overproduced or we got a good deal on it right now. But I appreciate you being loyal, and you get a discount.
Like y'all niggas sold out of it.
Which, on top of that too, we don't talk about all the other things. So let's say if those sodas don't sell and they're going on almost out of date, guess what we get to do?
Mark them down.
No. We can mark them down, but if they don't go out when we mark them down, we get to donate them.
Oh yeah, get some awards.
And when we donate them, what do we get to do at the end of the year with all our donations?
Write them off.
Write them off.
Slick jokers, you. Right when you thought ain't nobody had you, ain't know what you was doing. We done caught you.
That little, that little meme or the GFI where it got Jesus going across the thing like this, like coming from the side of the screen, being like this, looking at you.
Yeah.
He looking at y'all like, yeah, I know what y'all doing, but it is what it is. I mean, that's just the way the system works. The way the system works.
Yeah, it is, man. So listen. We might see a change in the price of groceries if it do go through, because it seems like they got a case. I'm gonna jump to Beyonce's country song. What's the name of her country song? Okay. Texas Hold'em.
What's it called?
I think it's Texas Hold'em.
Oh, I thought you said. Yeah, I think it is. I thought you said Pepsi Hold'em. I was like, hold on, what?
And I think
Super Bowl song.
Nah, it ain't a Super Bowl song.
I thought that's what you said. I was like, man, what? Nah. Yeah, that's it. Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, Texas Hold'em, man. She caused a lot of, I ain't gonna say controversy, but a lot of people showing how they really feel about her just jumping in their so-called their genre. Most people know that country music genre was created by black people as well. I mean, I shouldn't even be apologizing saying I hate to be that person, but we've grown accustomed to doing that shit for the fragility of certain groups of people's feelings, and it's okay.
Rock and roll ain't shit without Chuck Berry.
Yeah, hey, I agree. But it's just certain conversations that sometimes you just have to prop them up to have, so people just walk right on in, and then when they walk in, they're gonna leave a better person than what they came, and that's the goal. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, hey, go ahead and sharpen my sword with these conversations that it's gonna end up helping your perspective.
I mean, I ain't using this shit on like a wider spectrum of you. It's a whole bunch of like, bro, we sitting into okay, I can't believe that she would make a country song on him. It's not a fucking country song. It's more pop than it is fucking country. But regardless of that, y'all just mad because you can put a black person in here and do something, and it's just like, oh, they were able to do that, and they actually made a success with it. And it's just like, I can't believe they had success with it. You know what?
Anywhere.
If you want to keep doing that, then let's do it. Star Wars. Darth Vader wouldn't be shit if it wasn't James Earl Jones as the voice.
Man, you can roll out alone or something.
I'm just saying, like, if you really want to do that and you want to sit here and act like that with the situation, Star Wars, I'm using Star Wars as an example. I'm using this as the major example. The greatest villain of all time. You can look that shit up. The greatest villain of all time is motherfucking Darth Vader in movies. They had an Englishman try to use his voice. It's on fucking Disney. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch it. It's the thing about Star Wars when George Lucas talked about everything with fucking Star Wars. If you use the actual person that he used for Darth Vader, he was like, I can't use that. It was an Englishman with his voice. He was like, I can't use that. I got to use somebody's voice that's better than. Literally pick James Earl Jones.
Yes, sir. One for the whole team.
And it stuck. It stuck. That man's voice was the voice of the greatest villain of all time. But yet, at the same time, it's one of the things like, black. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not using it on this podcast. I'm definitely not using it on this podcast to be like, black is beautiful, black is better than everybody. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, you're gonna pay our respect, and you're gonna pay the respect that's due to us. Y'all gonna sit here and start sitting here acting like black ain't beautiful. Black is beautiful.
Hey, we shouldn't have to tell nobody nothing because we don't have to tell. Nobody don't have to tell us nothing when it comes to them. I should say.
Black is beautiful. Black went to country. Black made a song. And it wasn't even like I said again, it wasn't even a fucking country song like that. It was a pop song with a country twang to it. But for y'all to sit there and be like, she need to stay in her lane. For y'all to sit there and say she need to stay in her lane. Let me tell you something. The same motherfuckers that said she need to stay in her lane, I'm gonna tell you where you motherfuckers lay in my damn heart. Y'all the same pussy ass motherfuckers that make kids bop and take our songs and had these little ass white kids and stuff doing a song. Y'all had this little ass white boy singing Miss Jackson, all off key. All off key. The little boy looked like Justin Bieber.
He was singing Miss Jackson. Kids,
motherfuckers ain't gonna listen. Hey, bro, people ain't gonna listen to me. I got to show them shit.
Who the don't let kids come out here and do this? A young Caucasian male singing Miss Jackson from Outkast. That sounds like a lawsuit to me, parents. Hey, shift the phone in front of the camera a little bit.
My lady's mama's mama.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, go like this. I call her Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
I am for real.
Apologize a trillion times. My baby's from my mama don't like me. She doing things like having a boy come to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of American pie and take a bite out. This is my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out. And let her know her daughter is a lady and not a paycheck. Bracelets, movies, I bought you, girl. I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I know one to trip now. Tomorrow bring me up. Got a war between us. My brother stay there. She never got a chance to.
And that's not even the. I don't even think that's a real version, because the real version, I don't remember him rapping like that. Yeah, but the fact that yes, this is a real thing. Yes, that's him rapping that. Yes.
All right, listen.
Please, whenever you get out this podcast, upload that shit up and put it on here. Just be like, the motherfuckers don't want to believe me. Y'all are the same motherfucker that's telling me like, okay, Beyonce can't do it. Beyonce ain't disrespect country. That was disrespectful right there.
Yeah, that shit was fucking.
That was disrespectful right there.
If you don't get your goddamn.
That's not even it though. If you go through the whole list like Kids Bop, they got a whole bunch of songs. Bro, they did fucking. Let me tell you something. They had a white dude sing Hotline Bling at Bilo. I remember that. It was Hotline Bling, the white version of Hotline Bling. And I was like,
don't we touch the classics out here.
What is this?
You used to call me on my cell phone. Later on in the evening, call me on my. What is it? Hey, you babysitting that cut too.
No, let me see.
You babysitting that cut. let me get up.
Late night when you need my love, and I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing I say about that right there. Do you hear the influences in the song? Do you see how he's singing the song?
Yeah.
He ain't singing that song to appease to a certain artist. He's singing that song to appease to a certain audience.
Yeah.
Where he can fall on kind of like both lines of it. That's my thing. That's the thing I laugh about the whole situation. It's just like, so like she goes out here and does that song. It's like, oh, that's just travesty. I can't believe she would do that. But that young man did the Kids Bop thing, and it's just like, you literally shitted on Outkast song to be like, I'm on Kids Bop.
Nah, some adult gave him access, and some adult masterminded that shit and thought that was a good idea.
Kids Bop been doing that for years. Years.
Kids flag on the play.
Years. But that's my thing though. It's just like,
let me stop. Go ahead, bro. My bad. I had to catch myself.
I'm just saying that I think it's funny as fuck that it's just years of this shit, and it is just like,
but you know what?
From the creators of the Kid-tastic Kids Bop comes the most kid-tacular Kids Bop yet. Straight out of Compton, a silly mother lover named Nice Cube. From the club called Kids, who love their school, when I'm called up, little friend Sean. Straight out of Compton,
going too far.
Your supper. He's a little something about a student like me, giving hugs since I got out the nursery. Nice Cube would like to say, I'm a little ray of sunshine to brighten up your day.
We've got all your favorite Compton Kids classics. She swallowed it. A vegetable. Real students don't cry. Appetite for nutrition.
she swallowed it. Wow.
Find them, thank them, and flee.
Yeah,
Real
that's
students don't cry.
hilarious.
This is wild. Cause we done hit 60. We done hit an hour.
Let's see if I hit you with that killer real quick. Let's see if I got one for you.
Hey, you heard what I said?
Huh?
Said we done hit 102. Cruise. Hey, we ain't speak on Beyonce song though neither, too. What that is? Man, hell nah, bro. Hey, so my audience members, goddamn, this is too much. Oh my goodness. They need to take their ass to school. Who the hell let these motherfuckers skip the second goddamn period to do this shit?
I don't wanna go for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got
Hey,
some
cut
brothers that
this shit out.
they gon' tell the story that was.
This shit sound like I'm standing around with some drunk goddamn third graders and they freestyle.
Like I old school, got something for you to listen to. You like, what? You know, when you start rapping Pastor Troy to you, he's like,
come listen to my flow by number 2 pencils, nigga. In the book fair. Like, man, I wanna hear that shit. Fuck. But yeah, man. So Beyonce's song, so a lot of people say it's more a pop song than country. I also hear the other way around though. But I hear it's good. I ain't really rushed to check it out. I ain't gonna lie. Forgive me, Beehive. Just saying.
how many? Katy Perry made a song with Juicy J. Dark Horse.
Yeah, that was my shit too. Do you wanna play magic? Yeah.
So, do you associate that particular song with just saying necessarily just saying that's pop?
I think I associate the song by the feel of the song, like which genre it just seems like it leans into from its creation.
Pop.
Yeah, that song. Yeah. The only thing even close to hip hop or something was that. And at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to put it over the hump.
Might be a bad example. I'll give you a better example.
What's up?
I'll give you a better example. MIA, Paper Planes.
Yep. What about it?
No one on the corner got swagger like us. Swagger like us. Swagger like. Whenever she came out with it. Can you think about it? Like MIA, if I don't say, she like, I want to say like she British and all that, but I think she's like Arabic.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, when Paper Planes came out, that was pop.
Yeah.
But
it was the
better
pop.
question to ask, was that shit as big when it was pop compared to whenever they actually put rap into it? Because then that song was on every fucking radio station then.
It was because of the bop. Can't nobody deny the bop to it.
Burn. Then when T.I. dropped his verse, everybody was like, "Oh, T.I." Out of everybody that was on that that rap, they was like, "Damn, T.I. killed all of them."
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when I first started, it was like, okay, that's like a pop song, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, boom, you throw some rap lyrics, and it was like, oh.
We had to pull it back to the rap side as much as we could because they knew how big the song was.
So that's my point. I guess I'm making is like, so we're using this whole argument with Beyonce, and it's like, okay, oh, she's trying to make a country music. I was like, is it really a country music song? Or is it really just a song that she made to have some country influences to it? But at the end of the day, was it anticipated to be to a broader audience or even larger audience than what it actually ended up being?
I think that it was a shot by Beyonce to be judged in a different category since she has never won Album of the Year from the Grammy nomination. You know what I mean? Now it's controversial. She have a song that chart in the country genre, and they're gonna be forced to recognize her in a different way too, than just a typical, R&B singer way. You know what I mean? Now she got some over here in this country music genre as well. She got to be recognized for. So if an artist doing all this, and then somebody like Jay-Z bringing attention to, hey, y'all will never give her Album of the Year out of all these nominations, it don't make sense. She gonna end up with one. That's what I think.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't like that. I mean, I'm not saying what you just explained. I just don't like the fact that it's like she ain't got her paid respect. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I guess Kanye was right. When Kanye did that shit with Taylor Swift, I guess he was right. When he was like, Beyonce had the best album of the year, hottest song. Because at that time, what was the album called? Was that album called Lemonade? I don't think it was called Lemonade.
I don't know. I ain't a beehive ass nigga.
But I think might have been this with the album. But I'm saying that album deserved that because I remember her whole special that she had. Yeah, you didn't get to deal with that, but yeah, I had to watch that because it was at my daddy's house, and it was like, oh, I don't know, I see Beyonce special. I'm just like, I'm like, whatever, because I'm gonna get drunk anyways. Because I end up watching the Lion King shit too. But it is what it is. I mean, like, that's my thing though. People had their opinion about Lion King the movie. Lion King the soundtrack was fire.
Yeah.
Lion King, I don't care what nobody said. Lion King the soundtrack was fire. Like the actual album of the song. Lion King album reminded me of Black Panther album. Cause I was telling people like people were slipping on Black Panther. I said Black Panther album is good.
That shit sure was.
It was like, oh, a Marvel movie being good. I said Black Panther album is good. That shit is fire.
Yeah, that shit was super fire, bro. In real life, like super fire. It's crazy. So man, listen. Everybody in the comments, revisit these topics, man. Why do women have active fathers on child support? Boom. Topic 1. Topic 2. If you've seen University of Texas Xavier Worthy's University of Texas wide receiver Xavier Worthy break the NFL 40-yard dash record with a 4.21 in the NFL Combine this year. That was crazy. We looked that up. LeBron passed 40K in a loss against Denver. But of course that's still legendary. 40,000 points is ridiculous. The shooting at Six Flags, Federal Trade Commission blocking the deal with Kroger and Albertsons. His Beyonce song Country or Pop, and then all the rest just show love in the comments, man. And we definitely gonna goddamn fool with y'all next time. Appreciate you, goddamn, thugging with us this far, man. Kato the King, Jay McCain. That's a common thing here on the Insomniatic Podcast, man. We be doing what we got to do, and let y'all know the facts floating around out there. You know what I mean? Just in case you don't get it nowhere else, we know you can get it here, man. So much love and respect to y'all, man.
Peace.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we gonna slide out on y'all like that, man. Appreciate you thugging with us this far. It's episode 36 of the Insomniatic Podcast. We climb, we grow, we build. Yeah, hey, we went from walking in those to still talking.
I want to say shout out to them. If y'all need these, let me know. I'm start.
Yeah,
I got size 4 going for 500. Let me start.
Don't do too much stroking, nigga. You end up needing them shits all over again. Now, yeah, no, man, but she done pissed on the stick, but this thing got down. Shit, inflation. Back down soon.
I'm gonna open a wing stop like Rick Ross.
Oh. You gonna have to open some of that, cause that shit gonna open your damn ass up.
I got the thighs on sale.
Out the trunk like no limit.
They be like 20 ribeyes for $20.
Hey, I'll be pulling up on you quicker than anybody.
No, you won't. Niggas selling goat meat out there.
Like, niggas think that shit gonna spoil before you get it down here? You gonna test it with the first batch, nigga. Just ship it anyway. Nah.
You get to Atlanta, them steaks green.
Hey, they gonna be like, we might as well just cook these. But hey,
Where
man,
they come from, bro?
Appreciate y'all, love y'all, man, respect y'all, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man. We gonna
I'll let y'all. Insomniatic Podcast.
You feel me? Hey, others may be asleep, but we up because it's Insomniatic.